Here is a schematic of how things work in creation, according to Gerardus, that is. All letters are groups of people or consciousnesses. The letters A, B, and C are the groups with the highest levels of awareness on this planet. Above that are the co-creators, and they are even higher in awareness. The groups with the lowest levels of awareness, or the mass consciousness, are the letters on the very bottom. J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, and U. These people usually have nothing in common, and they do not understand each other. As groups, they live in different countries, speak different languages, and the majority of them are emotionally centered and patriotic. They wave flags, light candles, and follow orders easily. They go to war as soon as they have been properly brainwashed. There are many more subgroups of people between the top letters and the bottom letters, but I tried to keep the picture as simple as possible. The people represented by the letters D, E, F, G, H, and I understand all the people below them, for their understanding overlaps that lower level of awareness. Above these letters we find letters A, B, and C, and their awareness overlaps all the people below them. No doubt they are smiling. This scheme continues throughout all the densities of creation, and the beings or co-creators at the very top understand all the lower groups. We are these beings or co-creators in our so-called future, but right now we are not consciously aware on that level. The groups of people at the bottom gain awareness by means of their experiences, and eventually they will rise to the top, one by one. This schematic represents humanity and all other universal beings. It gives us a keen view of how things work. Our behavior depends on our level of awareness. Unless we are in positions A, B, and C, it will be very difficult to figure out what this planet is all about. Eventually, the people in these top positions move to fourth dimension and fifth dimension and higher. There they begin to learn anew on that level of awareness. Life is a ride to the very top by means of what we know. Knowledge means understanding, and understanding means love. Life is a movement in awareness. There are many people on email lists who are all tangled up in the discussions of what needs to be done before humanity moves from third dimension to fourth dimension, and who is going to move and who is going to stay behind to clean the house. Some think that they are going to be picked up by a UFO and put on cloud, fourth dimension. Well, anything is possible, but from where I am looking, I figured that if I am needed somewhere else, I will be called upon. Meanwhile, I can do what I can here. I feel that humanity will move when our higher selves are ready and the time is right. We, as mankind, are their children. We did not arrange for this move from the human awareness level. Maybe it's like this. When our third dimension world is moved to a different level of awareness, or spirit neighborhood, we, as its children, will move as well. Some people might not be ready. Meanwhile, for all those who are ready, please enjoy the excitement and know that you are safe. Notwithstanding my simplicity, which naturally is grossly overstated by those who call me dense, I know that the one mind, or the infinite subconsciousness, or the is, lives within each being, within each alien, within each human, and within each mouse and louse. So when we listen to the voice within, we ought to be able to figure out what our subconsciousness or soul wants us to do. Sometimes this means to allow things to happen, and other times it means to follow its suggestions. This means that we have free will because there are choices to be made. We are free beings and have a source we could listen to. Come to think of it, what else do we need? Nothing at all. The is, the infinite subconsciousness, our inner voice, is plenty for all of us. Some people say that the one mind is dreaming or hallucinating. Well, I agree with the dreaming, but I do not go for hallucinating. On the other hand, I do not really know what hallucinating means. I do not hallucinate very often. I see the whole, or the one mind, as an unconscious mind, or as I call it, the infinite subconsciousness. The is. This one mind is. It just is. It does not do anything in an actual sense. Yes, it vibrates, but it needs to be called upon by the manifestations or aspects of itself in order to create. These other aspects are created beings or co-creators, within which we as human beings take our rightful place. All of us are co-creators. I see the one mind as infinite, and as an infinitely diverse vibration from which all created beings and things arise. To put it simpler yet, all things and beings are created by the unbroken whole by means of already manifested beings or co-creators. Many of them exist on a higher level than the human level. The whole creates by means of others, of which all are itself. Meanwhile, I feel that the one mind is not aware that it exists, because it does not have self-awareness. The one mind becomes aware of itself in creation as the created. It becomes self-aware by means of the created, or by means of you and I and everybody ready to awaken to this level. This awakening is a process in time. It's a process of life awakening to itself. Now please remember, all these words are only my opinions. It does not necessarily have to be this way. I might be wrong, but as of yet, I am not doubting what I say. All this is for us to experience. If I already knew absolutely everything for sure, why be here? So continuing for now, creation as I know it is the accomplishment of the created higher beings, or the co-creators who utilize the geometric characteristics of the universal vibrations. In my view, creation and or created are not a product or are created by God. There is no such being in that sense. God or the Creator is the energy of creation. The whole or the infinite light creates by means of first-order geometric prisms, which are the co-creators. The infinite light meanwhile sustains and allows all. Also, the infinite being or whole is like an infinite holographic computer, of which we are holographic computer programs that are able to witness their own progressions in awareness. The truth, the infinite light, life, God, the Creator or the creative energy is the all-embracing and underlying energy of creation, whether it is consciously aware of this or not. It is sustaining and permeating all things. Life is its expression by means of which it becomes consciously aware, by means of which it becomes the Christ. It becomes consciously aware within you and I and everyone else. Truth or life is the one creative energy that is all and by which we become consciously aware. You and I are the one mind or vibrating energy in the form of a human being. It is possible for human beings to become aware that they are the all. After that, we slowly work on greater realizations than just knowing about it. It means becoming a full-blown Christ in the long run. One that can change water into wine, or someone who can crack the dream, so to speak. They can change the dream with one movement of their hand. This means to me that the aura of a person like that contains the very energy environment in which that person lives. It is its very environment. A person of that caliber has become and commands his and or hers surrounding energies. A person like that is a master of the physical, a son of God. This is certainly nothing to sneeze at.